Hey guys, how's it going? So today I want to talk about how I sold my 6D Mark II, what happened, why I didn't like it, and stuff like that. Even though I made so many videos talking about good things about the 6D Mark II, I still sold it, but for a good reason, and I'll tell you why. First of all, my history with cameras goes kind of way back. I haven't really been interested in cameras for my channel, at least. Maybe it was only like 8-9 months ago that I really started being into cameras and wanting to upgrade my the look of the video. But before that, I didn't really care. In fact, my very first camera that I bought for my YouTube channel is actually the camera I'm using right now, and I'm using it only because I'm waiting for my 6400 to arrive. But this is the Sony a5000. So the quality is not going to be that great. It's funny because this lens is about 4 times as much as the camera, so that's good. But after my a5000, I went ahead and got the Sony AX53, which is like a 4K handycam. And I just felt weird using it. Like, this isn't like, I don't know, it just felt weird. And for the money, I think at the time it was the same price as the G85. So I sold it, and for some reason, instead of buying the G85, I got the G7. I guess I just wanted to save a few $100. And the G7 was alright, but again, I sold it about a month later, and I got the GH5. So my whole mentality of me saving money was completely wrong. So I got the GH5, and I actually stuck with that camera quite a bit. I used it actually for about 7 months, if I remember correctly. After I sold it, I picked up the 6D Mark II, and I was completely blown away by what it means to have dual pixel autofocus. That dual pixel autofocus is just insanely good, and there's really nothing better than dual pixel autofocus. I mean, if you compare the GH5 autofocus, which is like comparable to, you can go like, do you know face detection? Like the little box around your face detection? GH5 has this like hidden feature. It's called background detection. No matter what you do, it's the camera's thinking, should I go to the background? What about now? Should I focus to the background now? There's just constant pulsing no matter what. I could be standing still, and those lights right there, like I'll put a little video right here so you guys know what I'm talking about. Those lights, they just kept pulsing the entire like 10-minute video, I remember. And then I'm like, why is this camera so expensive? Like, what technology are you guys using for autofocus? It's horrible. So when I got the 6D Mark II, I was like, oh my God, this is what it means to have the best autofocus. But I started noticing, and for some reason I didn't notice this like a lot. I just recently figured this out like a few days before I sold it. That TV right there would always be noisy on my 6D Mark II videos. It doesn't matter how low the ISO level was. The ISO level could have been at like 400 using my f4 lens, which, okay, yeah, it's an f4, but it's a full frame camera. And my shutter rate would be what it is now, 1/60. And that TV, you would just see a bunch of like noise and grain. And it doesn't matter if I apply denoiser and sharpening tools, you would still see noise. Right now, I'm recording on ISO 1250 using the f4 lens and the same 1/60. There's no noise on that TV, and I'm not gonna do anything in post. I'm not gonna denoise this video. I'm not gonna sharpen this video. Whatever you guys see right now is the footage straight from the Sony a5000, which is 5 years old, and the 6D Mark II, which I think 10 times the price of this camera, had noise. I don't understand. I really don't get it. No matter how low the ISO went, I still had noise in this same exact lighting. I still got sun coming from here. I got my little aperture light doing this little shadow on my face, right? There's a light back there, and that's it. This is the same exact like setup I always use for all my videos, but for some reason, the 6D Mark II just constantly had noise. So needless to say, the 1080p video on the 6D Mark II kind of reminded me of like mashed potatoes, kind of. So I'm like, well, listen, the A6400 just released. At first I thought it was kind of stupid, the whole flip a screen thing, but then I noticed like it's really not that bad. You could add a little, extender rod about this big, and then just you know, use the use the A6400 with a microphone and still keep the screen. I actually made a video on that, by the way, right here. So I'm like, listen, it's like 10 times less the weight of the 6D Mark II with the 24-to-105, and it's a, you know, it's a 6K video that's downsampled to 4K internally. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, I got this lens right here for my A6400. This is the 10-to-18 optical steady shot, as they call it. This is the lens that I'll be using with my A6400, and this thing goes wide. Like, this is not even like its widest setting. Like, this is how wide it goes. I mean, I'm not even fully extended right now. I'm pretty much almost next to my face. If I fully extend, this is what you guys see. This is not even like this. And just my room is not really that interesting. So let's tone it down a notch. So yeah, that's pretty much why I sold my 6D too. If its 1080p video was not mashed potatoes, and if it didn't weigh as much as a minivan, yeah, I would keep it. Why not? It's a nice camera, flip screen that actually flips out instead of up. Even on here, it flips up. Mainly just the video quality of it wasn't up to par, and especially since the A6400 is like $900 body only, or $850 body only, whatever it is. I think it's $850 body only. That already saves me a few $100 by selling the 6D Mark II and getting that. And then I sold my 24-to-105 lens and pretty much spent that same amount of money to get this lens. So really, I just saved myself about a few $100. And I get better video quality out of it. I like the dual pixel autofocus, man. It's just, you know, I have to test out how the A6400 does in video. From what I've seen, it's pretty much on par with dual pixel autofocus, but I'll have to check that out for sure to see for myself. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's it. Did I cover everything? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, if you guys have the A6400 on pre-order, let me know in the comment section below why you got it. What are you looking forward to the most in that camera? Give me all the deets. Give me the cheesy, not cheesy, what is that? Give me the juicy details. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.